So you're stepping into an incredibly important new role as a caretaker. First off, congratulations. Today, we're going to get you completely up to speed on one of the absolutely most crucial parts of your daily routine, taking vital signs. We'll be walking through exactly how to use the essential measuring devices, and we'll lock down those normal ranges for oxygenation and body temperature. The goal here is simple. We want you walking into that very first shift feeling 100% confident, totally prepared, and just really ready to make a tangible difference in your residents' lives. All right, let's jump right in.
Okay, before we even touch a piece of medical equipment, we have to talk about the real foundation of care: empathy. Your manual actually lays out a non-negotiable rule right from the jump, which is that you must maintain interaction with the residents. Remember, you're caring for human beings here. You're not just logging data into a machine. So before any clinical steps happen, you need to kindly ask the resident for permission. Walk them through the process, explain exactly what you're going to do. Making them feel safe, comfortable, and respected, that is step number one every single time.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with vital signs for new employees, move into the golden rules of care, cover how to measure oxygenation, then temperature, and finally, we'll wrap up with recording your data and the next steps.
All right, Section 1, Vital Signs for New Employees.
Before we get into the how, we really need to understand the why. Why are we tracking these numbers every day? Well, checking vitals isn't just some administrative busywork. It is literally the only way to know if a resident's lifestyle changes or their current medications are actually working. Physicians rely entirely on these daily measurements that you provide. It's kind of like you're the eyes and ears on the ground. By monitoring these subtle changes, doctors can make literally life-saving decisions like adjusting medication dosages or switching up a treatment plan completely. Your numbers make that happen.
Moving right along to Section 2, the golden rules of care.
These are your non-negotiable hygiene and timing rules. These happen before you even think about picking up a device. First up is timing. You're going to take vitals every single morning, specifically before breakfast. Now, for some residents, it might be indicated before other meals too, but morning is your baseline. Next, hygiene. You absolutely must wash your hands thoroughly, and you got to use gloves, no exceptions. And finally, device care. Disinfect your measuring devices both before and immediately after you use them. As a new employee, following these infection control steps perfectly is your absolute responsibility to protect your residents.
Okay, Section 3, Measuring Oxygenation.
Let's get hands-on with our first piece of equipment, the pulse oximeter. Step 1, make sure the resident is sitting calmly. Check their hand. Is it warm? If it's a little cold, just gently massage it with your own hands to warm it up. That's going to ensure a much better reading. Step 2, you'll clip the device onto the end of their index, middle, or ring finger, but pay close attention to this detail. Make sure their nail is facing up. Once it's on, have them hold their finger completely still, keeping their hand resting nicely below heart level. Step 3, turn it on and just wait. Don't rush it. Let the device stabilize until you get a solid, clear reading.
So, what are we actually looking for? I want to pause here for a second because you really need to drill this specific normal range into your memory. A normal blood oxygen level, or SpO2, is generally going to sit right between 95 and 100%. Go ahead and lock those numbers in right now, 95 to 100%. Whenever you check that little screen, this is the safe zone you're hoping to see.
All right, Section 4, Measuring Temperature. Now we're swapping out the oximeter for the forehead thermometer. And just like with oxygen, prep is everything. Step 1, clear that forehead. Brush any bangs or hair completely out of the way to expose the skin. Have them take off any hats or headbands, and if they're sweating a bit, take a quick second to gently pat that away. Step 2, you're going to hold the thermometer exactly 1 inch away from their head. Keep it perfectly steady, aiming right at the center of the forehead. Step 3, press start and hold still. You'll see the temperature pop up on the display, usually with a little beep. Just remember, don't pull it away until it actually stops beeping and you clearly see that final number.
Let's anchor these target numbers in your memory as well. Anything from 97 degrees to 99 degrees Fahrenheit is considered normal, or if you're working in Celsius, that translates to 36.1 to 37.2 degrees. Just like our 95 to 100% oxygen range, these are your benchmarks for a healthy reading. Commit these specific ranges to memory so you instantly know what you're looking at.
And finally, Section 5, Recording and Next Steps.
Okay, so you've successfully taken the vitals, the numbers are on the screen, but we're not quite done.
Now we hit the critical documentation phase. You'll find the vitals records binder, and you need to record these readings for each individual resident. Specifically, you're carefully logging the date, the hour, the blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen. Be meticulous here, guys. Accuracy in your logging is just as crucial as accuracy in your measuring. Because remember, those doctors, they are looking directly at this binder to make major medical calls.
Which brings us to the most critical rule of your entire routine. If the levels you just measured fall into those normal ranges we memorized, 95 to 100 for oxygen, 97 to 99 for temp, great. You just record that data accurately in the binder. But if those levels are not normal, you immediately trigger the escalation protocol. Go straight to the person in charge and report it. Never guess, never wait around to see if it changes. Just go and explicitly ask for instructions. Honestly, speaking up and asking for help when something looks off is one of the absolute best things you can do as a caretaker.
And that wraps up our essential guide. Mastering these highly structured steps, all the way from that first empathetic greeting down to the exact angle of a thermometer, is exactly what empowers you to deliver truly exceptional human care. So, as you head out to begin your shift, just remember how much your precision and your kindness matter to the residents who are depending on you. The only question left is, are you ready to provide the best care today? Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and good luck out there.